Hi Pisces, and welcome to your TarotVideoScope for 2016 by Alma. This will be just a general prediction, so if you do need to schedule a private reading with me, if you do want me to open your Akashic records, schedule a tarot reading with me, or a healing session with me, please do contact me through my website amalightworker.com or through my email amalightworker@gmail.com. So happy holiday season to you and happy new year. So the general feelings that I'm picking up for this reading for you for 2016 is a lot more that has to do with your relationships, maybe in your love. Your luck is changing for the better. A lot more that has to do with financial matters and career advancement. And also having to deal with some legal and court cases. So let's break it down one by one. In the position representing you, we have Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands to me is a card that denotes victory, success. This is a minor triumph with a lot more work to be done, provided that you are going to apply yourself in order for you to achieve even a greater victory and a greater success. So for the time being, enjoy this minor success. It could be excuse me, it could be a good news that it's finding you related to your finances, to your career, to a business. So something is coming to a fruition, something that you have been working on is coming to a fruition, and is I have a feeling that is related to finances. Excuse me, I apologize. So I have a feeling that is related to your finances, maybe being a sudden good news finds you in terms of finding an investor. Maybe you want to go back to school and this is applying for a scholarship or a loan. Maybe a reward related to your career, as I said, so being recognized for your effort. This is only the first beginning. Help will be provided to you from people around you, but also from planetary movements and divine forces in order for you to really apply yourself and achieve that greater success and greater prosperity that the universe intended to give you. So as I said, that's just one first victory. In the position what could be crossing you, you have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands to me represents Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That can be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. So you could be dealing with this King of Wands in 2016. For some of you, this King of Wands can show up as a new friend that is really going to guide you to sort out some problems, advice, be there for you. For other ones, it's going to show up as a authority figure, a boss, a mentor, a teacher, someone who's going to guide you through this new journey of your life, through maybe going through a business, expanding a business, opening a business, expanding your career, or even doing a career change. It could also show up for some of you as a love partner. So this is a person who definitely is going to guide you, for who he carries great respect and authority, and you are going to be following him or his teachings and his guidance. For those of you this person is going to show up as a mentor in your life. In the position of what's above you, you have the Justice, and the Justice card to me is a card that denotes having to deal with courts, the legal system, maybe even with governments, in order for you to sort out some legal problem, or maybe even an immigration problem, and it's going to be in your advantage. Advantage is going to benefit you greatly in order for you to resolve any of these matters, to bring you back to balance, to bring balance into your life. One reason that you could be dealing with court or legal matters is because something that has to do with a marriage. So either getting a marriage license or getting a divorce. For some other ones, you could be dealing with this process in order for you to get the right licensing and contracts, signing important deals, in order for you to start the contract or to expand your career. You could also be moving, and you have to deal with important agreements and important deal deals that have to do with this move. Maybe your business is moving overseas as well, and that's why you have to deal with this new laws in a different state or in a different country. That's why the Justice card showed up for you. So generally it denotes after some shaky events being brought back to balance. In the position of what's the root cause for this, you have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands to me denotes change will come to you quickly and swiftly. So sudden news is going to find you. Sometimes it's going to be a great wonderful news, a wonderful opportunity. Other times it's going to be some not so good news because it's going to present you with some limitations and some blockages. But whatever the case is, all roads of communication are now open. All the information that you need in order for you to make an important decision related to a relationship, to start a new relationship, to make changes to your career, all of this information is going to find you. So at times it's going to be required of you to act very rapidly and very quickly, especially if it is related to some career decisions. So opportunities will be presented for you in order for you to work a little bit more independently in 2016. So in the position of the near past, you have the Pope. So the Pope to me is a card that denotes divine forces working through you and with you to make a wish come through for you. You could be dealing, again, you have great support, great luck into dealing with anything that has to do with important trades, important negotiations, having to deal with important organizations or important institutions. So this card also is bringing you great support because you have to restructure something. I don't know if it is restructuring a business, a plan, a vision that you have for the future, having to go through restructuring through your family as well. Maybe you do have some problems with your family of origin, maybe establishing a new family, maybe you do have a new role in the family. So you're going to have to deal with at least one of these issues in 2016, and the divine forces, the Pope, is giving you great success to achieve at least one of these things. So sometimes when I get this card, also I keep getting an actual key to a car, to a home, to a new office. So generally it denotes solutions, or the key to the solutions to any problems that you may have being provided for you from, as I said, from a change in the circumstance, because the divine forces are working behind the scenes on your behalf to make this happen for you. So don't be surprised if at some point you're going to have to deal with signing these important documents or having to deal with important legal or financial institutions. In the near future, in the position of the near future, you have the World. And the World, to me, it's a card that represents planetary movements working on your behalf. So some sort of very important planetary movement is shifting, is going to a direction that is going to work on your behalf to bring you good luck. So I'm not an astrologer, but I would really research what planetary movements are making this happen for you. This is, your luck is changing. You having to maybe I mentioned earlier that a lot of important news is going to find you. Some of it is going to be extremely very good, but some of it not so good, because it's going to represent you with limitations. So right now, through the World card, I also get that, again, some shaky events that are not related to you directly, but maybe to the workspace, to the company that you work for, or maybe in the world level, some sort of a movement and changes around the world that are going to affect you somehow, that maybe they are going to represent for you some sort of a blockage or a limitation. But I also have a feeling, because divine forces and planetary movements are working on your behalf to get you unstuck and to push you into a brand new beginning, because your luck is changing. So this could also be a temporary delay, temporary limitations, because definitely this is a good news finding you in order for you to change your world. You could be dealing with an international travel as well, maybe a connection with someone more worldly or someone from a different background, maybe even having to plan something like a big move in an international move as well. So let's move on to the next card. In the position of your attitude, your internal feelings, you have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands, to me, it's a card that denotes you are not sure of the result of the outcome. However, you are embarking yourself into this new journey. You are taking on a challenge. So you are going to see some results, success. So I keep getting success for you through various cards. You are going to see some minor success right away, but then you have to really be patient. You really have to apply yourself if you want to see a great result. So for the time being, this is a victory that is telling you, a minor victory that is telling you that maybe your ideas one day are going to pay you great in terms of that spiritual fulfillment, but also in terms of financial abundance. When dealing, because this can also be a victory, but having to struggle for this victory. So you're going to run into communication problems, especially when having to deal with authority figures. So the advice is, because at least one important authority figure will show up to guide you in your life, when dealing with this authority figure, if you want to benefit greatly from all this, you have to be very patient. You could be prone to being maybe irritated and snap out just like that. So a lot of patience is required when dealing with people in 2016. So don't jump the gun, don't assume anything, but rather be patient, because it's going to reward you greatly. Maybe some people around you, they're not going to be so easy to deal with it, but on the other hand, you could be prone to irritation as well. So find a happy medium, find a balance there. Practice a lot of patience. And in the position of the environment and how people see you, you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is another great card that denotes stability. So even though you have to go through this maybe a new love that is going to be long lasting, maybe a change in homes, a change in careers as well, you are going to be reestablishing this balance. So the Four of Wands, to me, it's a card that denotes stability, success, victory, peace and harmony with family, especially the family of origin. So I mentioned earlier that you have to deal with some communication problems with your family of origin, but ultimately you are going to be able to work out some differences and some issues maybe around a home as well, not only a family matter. So this card also denotes victory and success in terms of your gain, your profit. So this is new solid financial gain. So in terms of anything that has to do with your finances, that abundance will grow deep roots, and is going to provide for you solid gain for a long time to come. Because remember, your luck is changing. So maybe that new job or maybe that new business is going to keep on growing, providing you for a long time with material wealth, bringing peace and harmony to your home and family life. In the position of your internal feelings, another great card, internal feelings, hopes, fears, and wishes, you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, it's so related to the world and other lucky cards that you have, because I denote that the karmic wheel of your fortune is now changing into a much more positive direction, and is now time for you to receive abundance, love, prosperity, and wealth to reward you for your hard efforts. So maybe you work hard in the past to achieve a certain level of success in your life, maybe to change your lifestyle, to achieve a higher level of life. So it hasn't been so easy for you. In 2016, again, you could be running into some delays of limitation. But again, on the other hand, to balance that out, situation, planetary movements through the Wheel of Fortune are going to change. They are going to be working on your behalf to make at least one wish come through. So the direction as to where you're headed from now in terms of your career and your love is changing. It's a much more positive one. Your luck is changing for the better, and everything is proceeding in a much more solid foundation. So you don't have this feeling anymore as to, oh my god, I feel like everything is up in the air and I don't know where am I going to land next. So this is solid gain, positive karmic events that are going to bring you great fortune. Again, this is also related to some planetary movements that are happening in your chart that probably are bringing you this great support and this great luck. I am not an astrologer. I do love astrology. I do have a lot of friends who are astrologers. However, if you want to find out more, find out what planetary movements are really making this happening for you, this shift in a direction for the better and upgrading your lifestyle. So in the position of the outcome, you have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups really makes sense because now you are walking away from an addiction, from a feeling of emptiness, from some challenges, and you are embarking yourself into this brand new journey that is going to prove to be very to bring a lot more satisfaction into your life, to bring spiritual fulfillment. Maybe it's a new career, a new home, a new love, a new journey in general. So your life is entering a new phase when you just feel more lucky, and it's easier for you to achieve goals. Things are just going to come to it a lot more easier, with more at ease than the past. So you embarking yourself into a new journey that is going to prove to be with a very, very strong foundation, that is going to prove to be there for a long time to come, and it's going to be very, very solid and very beneficial. So your lifestyle, your life is totally going through a different new direction, and this is just the beginning of it. So maybe the next, for some of you, it can be that for 8 months in a row there's things are coming to it. You can do all of these improvements to your life, and for some other ones, these changes that you are going to start in 2016 are going to be there for years and years and years to come. So again, as I mentioned, this was just a general prediction for 2016. If you do need to schedule a private reading with me, open your Akashic records, do a tarot reading with me or a healing session with me, please feel free to contact me through my website, amalightworker.com, or through my email, amalightworker@gmail.com. So happy holiday season, Merry Christmas to you, and have a happy new year, a blessed new year. Bye.